Hello and welcome to Ditto. In this tutorial, we're going to go through start to finish how to get a video translated into another language. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and click on our dashboard. And once I'm here, I'm going to click on this blue plus mark. Inside of here, I'm going to click on the YouTube tab since I'm doing a YouTube video, and I'm going to simply paste in a link to the YouTube video. Now I'm going to verify the source language, which my video is in English, and I'm going to select to have it translated into Spanish. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit Generate Transcript. The video is finished uploading, and in a few moments, we will have a transcript generated for my video. Okay, it's been a couple minutes, and now you can see my project is in state Verify Transcript. And if I click on it, I'm brought to a transcript of my project. Now I can go through phrase by phrase and verify that it was transcribed correctly. And as I do, I can also check the timing on it. If I want to adjust the timing on a phrase, I can just grab one of these edge points here and drag the slider. If I want to have it more accurate, I can hit the side arrows to move it by 10 frames. And if I want to be even more accurate, I can hit the arrows on my keyboard to move it frame by frame. In this video I uploaded, there's only one speaker. And so I'm going to go ahead and assign that speaker throughout the video. But if you have multiple speakers, or if you want to change it, you can go ahead and click and update it on a specific phrase. So I'm going to go ahead and create a voice here. We'll name the voice Nate, and I'll assign the voice. Now that was to show how to assign it for a specific phrase. If I want to assign all of them, I can go ahead and click up on the top here and select that to be Nate. When you create a voice this way, Ditto will use all the parts of your video assigned to that voice to make a clone of that voice. Don't worry, Ditto will handle it all for you, but if you have parts of the video where you're in different situations, different environments, it's recommended that you create two different voices in order for an outdoor sound versus an indoor sound, for instance. That way it'll remain very true to the original content. If you're in a situation where you've assigned all your speakers, but say this phrase was supposed to be a different speaker, you can click on it, hit Unassign Voice, and go ahead and create the appropriate voice. If you're in a situation where you have two speakers talking over one another, we'll say this one is Bob, then you can grab the slider, drag it to the far left, and click on this yellow plus button. When you do, it'll enable overlap. Now I can drag it again and keep on adding overlap, and what this means is that this phrase will be spoken at the same time as this phrase, meaning that when it's translated, they will still be talking over one another. If I want to break up a phrase, I can simply go to a point in the video and hit enter. It'll do its best to approximate the timestamps, but it's important to listen to see if it's broken up correctly. If you want to quickly combine two phrases, you can go to the start of one of the phrases and hit the backspace button. This will combine it to the phrase directly above it. If I've made a mistake, I can go ahead and use this undo button in order to undo it. When you're verifying the transcript, if you want to add in pauses to make sure it all sounds perfect, you can do that in a few different ways. One of the ways is to add an ellipse, which will give you around 0.2 seconds of pause. You can also add in a dash, which will give you around 0.3 seconds of pause. And you can add in a double dash, which will give you around 0.4 seconds of pause. Anything larger than that should be split up into multiple phrases. At any given point as you're going through this validation process, you can go ahead and hit the save button and leave the tab and come back to it, and all of your edits will be there. As for me, I just finished up validating this project, so now I can just hit this validate button. I'm going to go ahead and confirm my validation, and I'll be brought to the project page. On this project page, you can see that my Spanish video is currently processing, and I also have the original here. If I want to add on more languages, I can hit that blue plus button and just click on the languages that I want to add. Okay, now that Spanish is done processing, we can go ahead and click on it and view our Spanish video. Down here, we can see the Spanish transcript. If we want to download the transcript, we can download it as a VTT or an SRT. If we want to download the Spanish video, we can download the MP4 or the MP3 or the FLAC. If you want to make edits to the video, you can do it in two ways. If you edit the original video by clicking this pencil icon here, it will edit it for all of the languages that you've currently processed. If you want to edit just one of the languages, you can click on this pencil icon here after you've selected a single language. If I go ahead and click on that, you can see it brings me to a page that looks just like the transcript page. And so inside of here, I can edit any of the words, I can change the speakers, or I can change the timing. I can click on this button here to toggle between the original video and the translated video. And when I'm done, I validate it just as before, and it will put the edits into place and process the video again. So that's it. By following all the steps in this video, you can easily translate your video into many different languages, maintaining the original feel.